Hey everyone, SolarPrimal here. I know it's been a while since we've done one of these, but obviously it's for good reason. This morning there was a new trailer for the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl trailer. God, I hope I said that right. It's been so long since I've referred to it that way that the rhythm is not in my head right now. Also, pardon the kind of messiness in the background. We're kind of in the middle of moving, so just channel quick update FYI. Things might be changing a little bit in the next couple months, so look forward to that. But there's going to be a transition, so just bear with me for that. How are you? I'm good. I'm a little tired, but I'm awake. And yeah, let's talk about this trailer. There was a few cool things that they showed in this trailer. One being the Amity Square is back. Of course it is, but you can now bring up to 6 Pokemon as long as they fit the criteria, I believe. So that's fantastic. They obviously opened it up to the starters, because in Diamond and Pearl you can actually only do certain Pokemon. Your starters weren't included back then. They were in Platinum, so that's kind of cool. I'm glad that they've included that. Puffins are back, which is, of course, because they're part of the contests. What's actually kind of nice is that you can make them in Amity Square with your Pokemon that you bring in there. So that's a nice little twist, I guess you could say. But the major thing that I want to talk about, obviously, if you're familiar with this channel, I've done it a few times where we've actually theorized what would they do in these remakes for the Poketch. And now we have an answer. They've announced it in this trailer. Looking it over, one of my theories, of many, were correct. They were going to have it on the screen on the little top, and in this case it's going to be on the top right. And I think that's going to be fantastic. And it'll get bigger across the screen when you're utilizing it, or at least when you choose to. I think when you need to utilize it, it'll get bigger. But I feel like some of the apps, you might be able to still use it in its kind of mini mode. I don't know what the official term is, but that's what I'm coining it as for now. And I think that's really cool. And obviously, because it is a Diamond and Pearl remake, they went with the original design from those games. So it looks like it's going to be just a single click menu navigation, which I was a little worried about. That's fine. Platinum did the 2-button thing where you can scroll through the apps forwards and backwards. So that was a nice little quality of life upgrade. But they're sticking close to the chest on that one, which is fine. But oh well, it is what it is. It's a remake of Diamond and Pearl, not Platinum, so we have to take what we can get. But the most interesting thing that they've introduced in this one is the usage of HM moves. So they're showing that you can use HM moves through the Poketch apps. So that's interesting. It makes me curious about, because there's 2 possible scenarios that are happening here. We're either just getting a quick way to use our HMs at the ready when we want to, instead of going to the Pokemon menu just to select the HM anyways, or to just hit A in front of the obstacle that needs the HM move to be used. I don't know. It's an interesting choice to do it that way. The reason why I say that is because, yeah, if the Pokemon's already in your party, then it should be easy enough to just go to the menu like usual. Because the other scenario that could be happening is that you may not actually need the Pokemon to have the HM move known. I wonder if it's going to be like a service that if you say use, like they show in the trailer, Cut, a Bidoof will be at the ready to just use Cut. A Staraptor will come up and swoop you away for Fly. That will be interesting because that'll open up the possibilities on what you can do for your teams. So you wouldn't have to have Pokemon on your team that can learn HM moves to progress through the game. Because that's kind of the step forward that these games have taken to kind of eliminate HM moves that way. Obviously, it's a remake. You're going to have them in there. It's part of the mechanics of puzzles sometimes, and the kind of gated thing that you have to do to progress through the game. Obviously, the game becomes open world as you unlock things, but to progress through, you need certain things. Like, say, I like Sinnoh's map because it actually is quite interconnected, but you do need, say, a bike to access a certain area. Obviously, you need cut, you need rock smash sometimes to get through an area. You do need hidden moves in at least these remakes until they were phased out a little bit. I think they were officially phased out in Generation 7. Because that's when they started to do like the riding Pokemon instead. Which again, they just suddenly appear and you're good to go to use them. So, I don't know. It makes me curious on what they're going to do with that. But, if that's the way it is, then that's the way it is. I'm not super worried about it that way. Some people are going to have some adjusting to do for that because some people have gotten used to not having to plan their teams around having HM users. That's the more brand-friendly term. Commented, the official website calls HMs an app.
Hey, so I just checked the website. Officially on the Pokemon website, it's actually confirmed that these hidden moves, I gotta say it properly this time, are basically going to be considered an app, and it's going to call upon wild Pokemon to help you out to use the HMs. So, yay, that means you'll have free range of your team. I've just now discovered that, but I'm going to rant about it a little bit in the video regardless, so enjoy.
Yeah, so that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping you actually don't have to use up a move slot for an HM move. I'm hoping they'll kind of treat it like the riding Pokemon in Sun and Moon. That's my hope, because that would definitely be a progressive step forward for a Pokemon game, and that would be great. That's some quality of life. Again, that way you can just plan out your team the way however you want to plan it, and then, when you're at, say, the very end of the game, like for the Pokemon League, you'll have your team that you want. You don't have to worry about swapping in an odd Pokemon here and there so you can navigate the world. You can just kind of freely go about as you please. And I think that's how they should go about it. I did notice too when they were using the Surf HM, you go. Like, you don't have that same problem in Diamond Pearl where it's a slow crawl across the water. It was bad. It was just so bad. They fixed it in Platinum, and it looks like obviously they kept that change here. They've kept it quite fluid, pardon the phrase. And wouldn't that be amazing to have, like, once you unlock all the HMs, you could just have all the HMs available so you can navigate the world and not have to swap out Pokemon. And that's what I'm hoping that they're going to go for. We'll just have to wait and see. But again, we got confirmation. It's going to be on the little top right of the screen there, like one of my theories was. I think the last theory I did was what that came up with. I think I had two theories. Two theories was that, and the other one was going to be like half the screen was going to be the Poketch, which I'm glad they didn't do that. I'm glad it's just an option. When you select it, it'll come down and you can see it more closely, and that is great. But who knows? The way they designed it, in the collapse mode, it looks like the single button thing, but when it is zoomed in, you have that button, but they show more of the Poketch, which there's that one little red part at the bottom. I don't know. Part of me is hoping that maybe when you zoom into it, you can navigate it. Those two buttons that can scroll through the apps back and forth. That would be fantastic. Again, quality of life, rather than having to hit the one button like several times to be like, hey, which one was it? And sometimes that's fun to do because there was a function in Diamond and Pearl and Platinum when you're scrolling through apps quickly, you'll just see a number come up, and that's the number of that app. So if you memorize which number a particular app was for you, then you could just, kind of go through quickly and they'd be like, there it is. It kind of reminded me of how you used to text on cell phones before touchscreens were a thing. You'd have to, I know this is going to sound like back in my day, but that's what you did. I don't have a phone handy. I'm recording this on a phone. But basically, the number pad would have usually 3 letters on it, and you'd hit the, say, for if you needed to get a B on your screen, you'd hit 1 twice. You hit capital B, you hit that 5 times because you gotta cycle through the lowercase and then you get to the uppercase. Yeah, it was different times, but I remember back then you would get quite efficient with it. You could type out a whole sentence and just know that sequence of like how many times you hit a certain number to get that letter. And yeah, that was just how we did it before. And, you know, you could still type pretty fast that way. But yeah, again, quality of life. Let's hope things do get better. I know I keep repeating myself, and it's not to extend the video out. Trust me, it's not. I'm just super excited for all this. I want this remake to be great because it's my favorite generation. My favorite Pokemon comes from it. I just want it to be the best it can be, like no one ever was. Okay, now I'm just getting existential. Anyways, I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my free coffee I got from a certain place in Canada. But I want to hear from you. I want to know what you guys think of the recent trailer that they showed. Not just the Poketch stuff. Obviously, the Poketch stuff is what I'm going to be super engaged on. But I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments down below. If you guys like this video, give it a like. I know it's the things that we're always going to keep saying. You know, subscribe if you want to see more. Ring the bell for notifications. It just makes sense to do it. And apparently you can clip these videos now. At least I can. I don't know if you guys can. I don't know. I don't know if my channel has that feature. I'm pretty sure I do. But either way, let me know in the comments down below. Let's have a conversation about it, and I look forward to hearing from you. And until then, you guys, this is SolarPrimal signing out, and bye for now.